Hello, I'm back again. After last week, it was a bit nice week. Trading and everything went accordingly. So this week, um, I'm really not looking to change anything. So this remains my overall target on NAS or NQ. So we are already tested already the we tested the discount. So let's say if you are string trading, a, a person who's string trading this trade is probably looking to take out these highs because they are the obvious run on liquidity that we can see because there's no other high over there. But then without trying to look further ahead of ourselves, let's see what I'm looking for this coming week. Similar thing, I don't expect anything back here because we've already took out this CB. So I would like to see it act as an IFEG or an inversion FEG and then go up all the way here because this looks like obvious liquidities, buy side liquidity. But then if I go to the 4 hour on the lower time frame, we opened up with a gap here. So this gap, let me mark it. So opening with this gap means we are probably gonna have to test it again, or at least 50% of it. Probably this coming session, but if not this coming session, you'll probably test it along this week because I don't think it's gonna get it. It have to be somehow 70% of the time. It has to be filled at least 50% of the gap. So there's that. So the only thing that I'm seeing right now, which is probably obvious, is still the same thing here. So I'm gonna wait for this session. It's gonna be at 9, probably at 10. Probably gonna go at around 10. That's when I'm gonna start looking for runs on liquidity. So it will be nice to see how we react inside this. So we started our day on an hourly. So we started this day like ranging around, which is a nice thing because if you wanna look for what's going on, a range would be a perfect idea, and then probably run this sell side, which coincides with where the gap is. So testing this gap would mean that I'm probably gonna look for these longs. But without going further ahead, I think this early morning can be used to run the sell sides, and then probably 10 to 12 we can use that to run the buy sides. So the buy sides, I'm not looking anywhere around here. I'm just gonna look at the recent probably the high that we made around 7 p.m. because they are the ones which are obvious. So we only have a low of London and a high of London. So that's the only draw we have right now. So this would be our buy side liquidity if we are scalping, and this will be our sell side liquidity. So I'm looking to see how we react here. Let me see. Opened lower. This looks like equal lows for me, so I'm not entirely sure that we have done all the business right here. So let's see how we opened around 9:30. If we open below, I would like to see how we react here. So our reaction would be here would make me be comfortable trying to take these highs probably in this period from 10 to 12. So yeah, that's the thing that I'm looking for in the morning on NAS. Let's see how it's looking with ES. It's kind of similar. There's nothing really changed. Same thing happened. We ran the sell sides looking for overall buy sides. Same thing, we opened with a gap. Here is actually looking farther closer to the terminus than NQ because we've already inverted this, used it, tested it, went up. Now we are about to close above these recent weeks highs. So on a 4 hour, it's the same thing really with with NAS, but we looks like we've tested this gap, but I like a deeper retracement than this one because this can be just for like Judas swing before they actually take another low. So if I go to the 15 minutes to have like a bigger picture, I don't same thing with here. Look how we opened. So this is our midnight. So after midnight we've been in this really like a consolidation really. I'm not entirely sure if we have made anything that is exciting to see. So a better move would be taking either side. Let's say we take this first. I would like to come and then at least test this. If we take the buy side first, so what's the buy side? The buy sides here, it's the London highs. The sell side would be this London low. So I would like to take either way. So if we take this first, then I'll take the shorts going lower. If let's say if we manipulate above here, so I'll take this lower, this being my draw on liquidity, this gap, because we opened around how many ticks? Almost 62. So these are quite huge number of ticks that we can't, I don't think that they will leave it like that. So I would like to see how we open. So an open above, I would like to target here, so I'll be selling. So an open low, I'll be looking for longs, which is actually my favorite one because I don't want a counter trend, but for a scalp I guess you can do it. So if one happens, I would like basically to test here to manipulate below and then take a long instead of trying to counter trend, because the overall drawn liquidity would be these highs. This looks like a low hanging fruit because they look like equal highs, and then we can look to see how the market does its thing. But for now, I'm just gonna wait for whatever happens. But again, also I'm not saying if I get here I'm gonna just sell right away, because we might go here before coming back to the opening of the week. So that's also another possibility. So whatever happens here, I'll be looking to see what NAS is doing and what ES is doing, and then try to see if I can actually engage in the market without trying to actually counter trend. So the last one would be what will be the last one? QQ. Similar thing. Tested this OB, order block. We are looking like we opened with a high volatility there, but that would be probably because of wait, let me see on a daily. Same things. This high look like we wanna go up there. Yeah, we are also still in this area, so in this gap. I like to see us actually close above it, because then it would be ideal to take longs on a lower time frame and then target these overall highs. let's see what we did. Ooh, this is nice, this is nice. So we've already tested this gap, so we are in the middle. So if I'm taking a trade right here, I'm probably in longs than shorts because we already closed above 50% of this gap. And then this candle tells me, and like it's showing me rejection, because for some reason when we try to go lower, because this candle opened low, yeah, this candle opened high, tried to go lower but failed and opened inside again in this gap. So if I'm leaning toward taking trades here, I'll be looking for longs for Invesco. If for the nearest target, this would be my my low hanging fruit, these highs. So if we go to a lower time frame, like a 15 minutes, so I believe that we already did everything we wanted. Wait, where is it? Yeah, this is swept here. Believe that during that was during London session. So we already did a lot of business here already. So if I'm looking for anything, I'll be looking for longs actually, because these highs look so close to each other. We've already manipulated here, like we saw. There was a gap actually right here. This would be our OB. So OB went above. You would probably find this as a change on the self delivery, but if you weren't sure, you would use this as a market structure shift. Came back below, so along here wouldn't be a bad one in a way. And then at least target probably target these highs and then actually the close of this gap for a long hanging fruit. Yeah, that's what they actually did. I was looking for a regular trading hours, so I was looking for the gap. So this is a trading hours now, so it looks like they already actually went up, which is also nicer. Now this is better. So yeah, this is better. Now this is better, because you already have now confirmation that we want to go actually up. We already went above this high, which is a nice thing. And then this becomes an obvious target. Now the problem will be where to enter, because if you look about it, if you look at here, we already tested this low. Excuse me. 7 a.m. being our opening, New York. So I'll be looking for continuation, if anything, for anything. So this would be looking for a continuation instead. And this actually brings me back to NQ, because if this is like this, then I believe NQ will also go hand in hand. Yeah, I believe NQ will also go hand in hand. So it remains to see what they're gonna do. So by 10 we're gonna know what we're gonna have to do. So basically I'm looking for how 9 close, the 9 hourly candle closes, and then look if I can have like a fair value gap, and then try to long to see if we can look for low hanging fruit. Yeah, so yeah, that's basically it for today, or even this week. For this week, really, I'm looking these highs. There's no other, there's nothing really down here that I'm looking for. So if anything, testing this gap would be the only thing that remains, but other than that, we are looking actually to probably finish our monthly above these um, um, previous highs, or the overall highs that we've been looking for since we were here at the start of the mid this month. So I'm thinking this week where we are gonna be closing this month. So taking these obvious highs would be ideal for me. So basically, now that we trying to put up these highs, now this is an OB, so I'll be looking for highs along this session. Yeah, so that will be it. So let's see how it plays out. You don't have to uh, pick up counter trend right now, so that's how it plays out on 9:30, and then we have a 10 a.m. to also use later on if the market uh, is following through. So thank you. I'll be back tomorrow to see how we did, if we already took this size or if you're about to take it. So I believe I didn't use the Forex Factory because today we don't have any news. So it's Monday. So the only news that we have this week would be um, the FRMC on Wednesday, and I believe there is probably a holiday here. So anything that taking highs and things like that, I would probably guess that we might do all the business around here because there is no news that it will be lethargic to wait for here on Thursday or Friday to see us clearing these lows, I mean these highs. So a better price move would be taking it probably around Tuesday or Wednesday, and then be done by Wednesday, because I don't see anything like really driving price during this Thursday and Friday. So if I'm taking trades, I'll probably be done by Wednesday to look for longs, and then see how we go from Thursday or Friday. But my business ideally would be done by Wednesday if um, price really wants to take out the whole highs. So thank you. I'll be seeing you tomorrow, um, and have a nice week trading. Be blessed. Bye bye.